Here we are, guys, back here again with another lift, which means another video. Like last week, before I hit this barbell warm-up, I did my isometrics, a sprint warm-up, followed by a dynamic warm-up, followed by skips, and then high knees. Still, I'm not sprinting outside because it is the dead of winter, very cold. I think this day it was like -5 out, so we don't play around with that. So we stay inside where it is warm and safe. Don't want to be slipping on ice, getting hurt that way. Wish I could be sprinting outside, but it is what it is. So we make do with what we got. Here in this workout, I hit power cleans, squats, and hamstring curls. Very similar to the last workout I just posted, except the weight is starting to increase and the overall volume per set is decreasing, but the sets themselves are increasing. So last week I did 4x4 on my power cleans, and this week I'm doing 5x3. My main focus on my power cleans has been to get the bar to smack my hips. It has been difficult for me. For whatever reason, it's hard for my hips to get into full extension, but it's getting better every week. Say hello to my son. He has made a guest appearance. Don't worry, he is safe in the making of this video. So, pretty much the first 3 sets, it was going really well. The weight wasn't heavy enough to where I was having to force the bar up, meaning I was able to pull it up slower, and then by the time it got past my knee, because it wasn't super heavy, I was able to get my hips forward. For whatever reason, when I get to my 4th and my 5th set, it's starting to get to the weight where I'm starting to muscle up the barbell. Now, I did figure out if I put my hands further out on the bar, this makes the bar a little higher up on my body, and in turn helps me to make hip contact with it. My first set on my last set here, or my first rep on this last set here, went well. Second one completely missed. It's hard to tell with this angle. And the third rep I completely miss here. So at this point I'm feeling pretty frustrated. I'm like, I thought I had it down, but I guess not. So then I do another final rep here. This was an extra one out of frustration. Brought my hands out further, and it actually helped a lot. You can see that the bar kind of flew up a lot easier on the second pull. And here I start my squats. Same thing, 5 sets of 3. And my main focus on my squats has been just change of direction fast. I go down fast, and I change directions upward very quickly to mimic the jump. When you jump, you are changing directions very quickly. You push yourself into the ground quick, and then out of the ground quick. It's called a stretch shortening cycle. So I am mimicking the same thing with my squats here. Go down, change directions up quick. Trying to use max intent. And felt very strong on my squats. Now, if you remember the last video, I PR'd my squat, meaning I hit 330, so now all my percentages go up. When I do 3 reps, my percentage typically is about 90% of my max. So it would be roughly 300 pounds. So I hit 300 pounds on my 5th and final set, do it for 3 reps. Do I get all 3 reps, though? That's the question. Well, you're going to have to watch here to find out. 1 rep. 2 rep. 3 rep. It honestly looks easier than it feels, meaning I got some more in the tank. But I'm not trying to rush anything. I'm trying to stay healthy, and I will get better when I get better. So just keeping that in mind. And then finishing here with 3 sets of 8 reps on the seated hamstring curls. Really focusing on a fast concentric and then a slow eccentric. Overall, really happy with this lift, especially because I was going into a big dunk session this weekend, which will be the next video I post. And you'll have to tune in for that to see how that went. Wasn't really expecting a whole lot because I was feeling pretty fatigued coming off this hard week of training. Not going to give any spoilers, but you're just going to have to stick around. But overall, lift went really well. Not really much downside to it beside me still struggling with my power cleans, but I am getting better every single time out, and that is the biggest part. As long as I am making small improvements over time, I will get it down and it will be second nature to me. So just gonna keep training hard, keep having fun. As always, not gonna overdo it. Definitely ain't underdoing it. Just trying to make the best of the gifts that God has given me to use them for His glory and have fun in the process. Been really enjoying this. This is going on 3 years now of training to jump higher, to dunk a basketball. I got that down now. Now it's time to go for some crazier things. Been hitting windmills. Maybe it's time for an E-Space soon. We'll see. See you next time. Peace.